a crash landing for Tony Underwood,
Anyway, I didn't want you to think this was easy.
and scream therapy in Liverpool.
I need to phone passport.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Delayed planes cost Easyjet at least £3,000 an hour. That's why check-in always closes dead on time. A couple of seconds can mean the difference between missing or catching a flight.
According to that clock, I was 2 minutes late to check-in.
Right.
According to the airport clock...
Which is the same as that one.
Which is not the same as that one.
Well, it's done under the same thing, under the same esteem.
It's not to that one. I was on time. According to the talking clock, I was on time.
David Alford is travelling to Barcelona on business and has just been told he's missed his check-in by 2 minutes. But he disagrees. It's up to Supervisor Mary Hosier to deal with his complaint.
I arrived at, according to the airport clock, at 10:02, and according to this clock, at 8:02. So at 8:02 they won't let me on the plane, at 10:02 I can get on the plane. Now, when I check with this talking clock, it's also at 10:02. I agree to the airport clock.
You weren't at that check-in at
And
-30.
I was here at -30.
Well, obviously you weren't, sir, because
no,
the staff close at dead on
Because they're closing 2 minutes early.
Well, all I can say, sir, is the clock says, that clock says 10:02, the computer clocks say 10:02, we shut down at 10:02. You obviously weren't there on time, so you missed that flight,
No,
I'm
afraid I was there on time.
Well, obviously you weren't, sir.
No, I obviously was on time.
Well,
But you're
if you weren't here at
now,
time...
if you wanted to handle this in a good customer relations fashion, you would say, sir, let's go and investigate this because it's a very serious allegation. Let's check whether that clock is the same as the airport clock. And you walk down the corner with me and have a look. But obviously, if you're not going to, that can only be because you think that might be right.
No,
and
it's not that at all, sir. It's not that at all.
Then let's go and have a look.
No, I haven't got time to. I've only just literally walked in. I have to do a handover for my night staff.
So your time is more valuable than my time?
At the moment, I have to do a handover for everything that's happened.
More valuable than
at the
my
moment,
time?
you've missed your flight, sir, so these ladies
you're
have
taking
to get
more
you on
time
the
arguing with me than going to have a look at the clock.
You're not going to get on the flight, so...
As Mr. Alford continues to argue his point, up in Liverpool, there's a more relaxed mood in the air. The airport's football team are gathering for their inaugural match against their southern rivals, Luton.
We've got a 6'4" player here. We've also got Abbo, 6'4" and 19 stone. Watch out for him. Should be walking the park, mate. Should be walking the park.
Back down south, confidence is also high.
It's between Liverpool, Scousland and Luton. Says it all. They don't do anything all day. They think they've been in practice. They don't know what's coming.
And the predictions?
4-2 to us, there you go, 4-2. That's what I think.
I reckon about 5-0 at the moment. If they're lucky, they might get one. See how it goes. Good luck to them.
But what they don't know is Liverpool have got a secret weapon in the shape of Supervisor Sarah Tier.
If we lose, then I'm going to streak. Put the other team up.
Good luck, Liverpool! Mwah.
See ya!
On the Luton coach, team manager Kwesi Adai calls for teamwork.
But today, let's work as a team. Okay? Let's talk to each other. If somebody makes a mistake, we don't tell them off, we encourage.
While on the Liverpool coach, they're talking team tactics.
You tuck in. So when they've got the ball, close them down, don't let them breathe.
They're all mouth. All mouth. We're more realistic. Us Londoners more realistic.
They're all sudden fairies.
Back in Luton, Mr. Alford is still attempting to prove that the Easyjet clock is running fast and that therefore he wasn't late for his flight.
You're taking more time arguing with me than going to have a look at the clock.
You're not going to get on the flight, so you weren't here on time.
I'm asking you to come have a look at the clock with me.
All right, we'll go and look at the clock, sir.
Thank you.
But yes, my time is valuable because I need to find out
Of course your time is valuable, I fully accept that. So, it's
Well-
2 past, and it's 15 seconds past to my watch. The time I will take to walk there, walk here. And this clock says it is not even 1 past.
My clock says it's 2 minutes past. If you go a bit further up, you'll see the clock says that it's later than that.
It says, not it's half past, 30 seconds past the hour. Your one said 2.
1 minute past, that says, sir.
No, 1 minute is when it gets to 1, which is at now.
No,
When we got here, it was at
when you
30
came over here,
seconds.
sir. No, I'm not going to argue with you. You're
That
not
one
going
was
to get
at
on
2
that flight,
past. I
sir.
know, but your clock is wrong.
Our clock is done by the airport, sir.
Well,
We
if
do
it
not
was,
set
then-
the clock.
Well,
We do not set the
okay.
clock.
You
It's
do
done
realise
by
this
the
will result in a
airport.
writ against Easyjet?
That's up to you, sir, but you
Yes,
were
it
not
is.
there on time
And you
for the
do realise
check-in.
you will lose.
You were not there in
Because
time.
I am now
sir.
going to
I'm not
prove to the
argue
court
with
that it's...
you, sir.
Good, thank you. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, duty officer. So you want to tell people their names? Thank you. Right, that was interesting. Let me get my bag.
Apparently he's going to sue me. Whether he means me or me as the airline, he can sue me, but I have no money. So it's up to him what he wants to do.
When we left here, it said 2 past. When we got round there, it said 30 seconds past. And of course, it took 15, 20 seconds to walk there. So she's not happy with the 2-minute difference. And the point is, according to the talking clock, I was on time. There's only one time which the whole world works to, except for Easyjet. That's the issue here.
For now, he feels he's made his point and heads off to reschedule his business meeting.
Does anybody need a rub down?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
At the Liverpool football ground, the players are psyching themselves up for the big match.
We've been eyeing them up, and to be quite honest with you, we saw them warming up a little bit earlier on, doing some airy-fairy stuff, some press-ups and some Nancy boy stuff, and I don't think we've got too much to worry about.
Kick-off. And immediately, Liverpool, playing in orange, looked the stronger team.
Step, Carl, step, go! Tie!
It's a crushing blow for Luton manager Kwesi Adai.
1-0 to Liverpool.
I'm sending Leanne a text message to let her know that we've scored. Liverpool 1, Luton 0. And then we put a reply.
It's an easy day for Tony Underwood. He's hitching a lift on EZ437 to Geneva, as tomorrow he's piloting the return flight. On board, purser Bob Brain welcomes back frequent flyer Matt Reardon.
So, where are you off to then?
Chamonix, France, to the Alps, where I hope they have snow.
Matt is one of the most famous extreme skiers in the world, renowned for his death-defying stunts.
It's not right now, but it's getting okay.
Today he's returning home to practice some jumps for a new film.
Mate, what do you think about the orange shirt?
Sorry?
What do
you
you
like
think?
the orange shirt? It's not for sale. It's a one-off.
I got some orange pants, I'll sell you.
So, when are you off skiing next week? Are you going to be on the slopes when you get there?
Yeah, pretty much right when I get there.
Yeah?
Do you ski?
No, I don't. No, I would like to. I'd like
Give it
to.
a whirl,
I've
man.
never tried it. Never tried it.
I'll give you a little lesson, mate.
You serious?
I mean,
Brilliant. If you
alright.
can do that and you're
and
genuinely
bring the other guy with you, Tony, the athlete guy. The rugby. I don't know anything about rugby, but I heard he was pretty sick. So,
Okay,
I mean, if you guys are up for it,
yeah,
sort it out, man.
That's the deal. Thank you very much. Okay, mates, this is our first officer, Tony Underwood, the guy I'm speaking about.
How you doing, man?
I don't know if this is wind-up or serious, but he knows we're laying over in Geneva tonight. And he's invited us to go for some skiing lessons. Are you up for it?
Are you up for it?
I'm not much of a teacher and you don't know how to ski, so I don't know if it's anything like rugby, but we'll sort it out. Pretty
I'll get as
athletic,
many
so.
bruises by the end of the day, I think, probably, yeah.
I got some pads for you.
Okay. We don't wear pads. Good.
Really
Enjoy
good.
the rest of the
Nice,
day.
man.
Okay, see you later.
Back on the ground in Liverpool, it's half-time. Luton are 1-0 down, and coach Kwesi is not happy.
You're doing all right. It's only 1-0.
1-0, what's happening?
Yeah, we've done... I think we're doing all right.
Right, you're taking a simple.
And Jane Bolton's got a few words of advice too.
Make sure you're taking in what he's saying. Keep it tight, keep it on the ground. It's too bouncy, that one. Who wants an orange?
But Liverpool are looking confident.
You can walk around these, let's just play. Listen to the shout and give it when you hear the call.
Second half, and it's substitute Leo's big chance.
Leo! First goal is yours!
Come up to him. That's it, Leo. Run off him.
I think we're doing fab.
But home team Liverpool are running circles around their southern colleagues.
Don't go too deep. Come on, Liverpool. Oh.
With seconds left, Luton score, but it's not enough. They're beaten by 4-1. Meanwhile, supervisor Leanne Chung has got more important things on her mind. It's the eve of the grand opening of Liverpool's new state-of-the-art £32 million terminal.
Everything's got to be ready for in the morning, so basically when the staff come in the morning they'll be going into that terminal rather than this one. So the first flight out, 6:20, will be opening in that terminal.
After 16 years of service and 12.5 million passengers, it's finally time for the old terminal to shut up shop.
Turning me sign off. It's all over now.
There's just 6 hours until the opening, and they haven't even started setting up the new sales desk yet.
my lifetime on this desk. I left school and sat on here. Right, that's it then, all finished.
It's going to be a busy night. Still to come, there's flying lessons for Tony and Bob.
Hey, Tony! I think he's mad.
Stuck here and can't even...
And a grounded passenger sees red. It's the crack of dawn on the morning of the opening of Liverpool's brand new terminal.
It's 3 o'clock and the first check-in opens at 4:20, so we've got about 1 hour to get everything sorted.
As the last-minute finishing touches are added, passenger service agent Claire Bell heads off to prepare the desks.
First check-in ever. It's... I don't know, I've got a bit of a mixed emotions at the moment. I don't know whether to be scared or excited about it all.
4:30 in the morning, and without a VIP in sight, it's left to the first 2 passengers of the day to cut the ribbon.
Coming to Amsterdam? Good morning. Congratulations. 1, 2, 3.
Liverpool's new John Lennon Airport is officially open for business.
Bit of a shock, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't expecting it, were we? Not 4:20 in the morning anyway.
We didn't really know anything was like new anyway. We just turned up. It's the first time we've been out of Liverpool, so quite impressive.
200 miles away in Luton, it's a less auspicious start to the day.
Leo, you have to tell me, have I got the wrong day? I haven't, have I? If I sort of had the wrong day, I could sort of accept that in a way. OK, you know, but not when he's supposed to be on a flight today from Amsterdam. I mean, you know, what's happened?
Supervisor Leo Jones has been asked to try to locate missing passenger Paul Kilbird. 2 hours ago, he failed to turn up on his flight from Amsterdam, and now his mum's beginning to worry.
Where is he?
Maybe see if we give Amsterdam a call.
Yeah.
To see if they can do one of their tunnel calls now around to Schiphol Airport. I was wondering if you could help. We had a passenger, Cliffords, supposed to be going on the 8:40 Amsterdam-Luton flight. We don't think he's made it. You haven't seen him at all?
Can't have the wrong day. It's booked for today.
Right, they're just checking now with the guys who checked in the flight to see if they saw him.
Hi, dispatch. The flight to Nice, 255. What's the departure time for that?
It is his parents, isn't it? Who are here.
19-year-old Paul is nowhere to be found.
And he's been away for a while. You know, he's been away since April. And he phones and keeps in touch. But, you know, I knew he was coming home today. And when you don't find him when you're at an airport, it's horrible. It really is. Because I can't get in touch with him. He's been in Amsterdam about 4 days. And I just can't get hold of him. And that's the worry. Because, you know, things happen, don't they?
Half an hour later, and there's still no news.
OK, so you've done the announcement, and there's still been no response from the announcement. Yeah. All right, cheers, bye-bye. They're going to keep doing calls every 5 minutes.
I mean, I've just phoned my daughter as well. He hasn't even phoned home. So, where is he?
For the moment, all they can do is wait. 1 mile up in the French Alps, Tony Underwood and Bob Brain prepare to hit the slopes under the watchful eye of extreme skier Matt Reardon.
If you're lucky, you come over on a day like today and you can see all the Alps, see Mont Blanc, we fly over Lake Geneva, Geneva's below. It's absolutely stunning, but you just see the whole Alps mapped out in front of you. You don't get the scale of how big these mountains are, but when you're down here, it's just sensational.
I'm looking up there now and I'm thinking it's a bit ambitious, but hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be able to see on the face.
Just keep going straight. Now practicing making that wedge.
Unsurprisingly, Tony and Bob, who've never skied before, spend the first hour trying out emergency landings.
Anyway, I didn't want you to think this was easy.
Mate, I've never ever taught anybody how to ski in my life. My New Year's resolution was to have more patience, so this is my first big test of having more patience, man, for sure.
A few hours later, and Matt's patience is starting to pay off. While Bob may be still struggling to stay on his feet, Tony is looking like a natural.
And then got a bit of speed up. Best way to go. That's satisfying.
I knew Tony was going to do pretty good, so but I'm pretty blown away. Like in one day, the guy's like making turns and all that stuff.
But Bob's a more challenging student.
They're not going to beat me, these skis. I'm going to get the hang of them by the end of the day. Believe me, walking up and down the aircraft to Athens about is nothing like this.
As Bob and Tony grapple with the basics, Matt heads off to prepare some jumps for the afternoon.
I've rung him again and they said they've done 3 tannoy calls now for him at Amsterdam and he's still not there.
Is he at the right airport?
Yeah. Still not there.
It's been 2 hours and there's still no sign of Paul.
You might get the answer.
Leo suggests ringing home.
Why?
Easyjet.
Yes, I am. He phoned 10 minutes ago. He's at the airport.
At last, there's some news.
Yeah, he must be planning on getting a 3 o'clock one then now.
You're a bit more relieved now, though?
No, yeah.
Thank God for that.
Right, Paul's missed the early flight. He's at the airport. He's obviously gone deaf for some reason.
He's probably asleep. I'll have a 5-minute kip and he's not missed the second one.
With any luck, Paul should be boarding a plane home within the hour.
He's got to cruise on quickly because he can catch this next flight that hasn't left yet.
If there's any pubs on the way.
Yes! A bit more relieved now. At least he's not lost anywhere out there or anything's happened to him. I'm a bit elated now, you know.
What are you going to say to him?
I really don't know.
Back in Chamonix, on the summit of the mountain, it's time for Bob and Tony to watch a takeoff with a difference.
And that's a good jump. Quite nice. I haven't hit this thing for like 4 days, so I don't know the speed of the in-run.
Right.
So faster is always better. So bigger is better. Bigger is better.
Good luck. Good luck. Wait.
Jesus. Who put that hole there?
I think he's mad. He's just explained what he's going to do, and I'm sure he'll pull it off. But you got to be crazy to do that. I hope he knows what he's doing. Oh my God! Here he comes.
Hey, Tony!
Wow. Oh, my heart's pounding for him. Totally amazing, mind-blowing, just like you see in the films. That was unbelievable, wasn't it? Incredible.
Tony, that's what I'm talking about. That's flying.
In Liverpool, not everyone is impressed with the new terminal.
Don't get mad if I don't scream.
Donna Nolan has missed the last Amsterdam flight of the evening.
I've got no way of getting... I'm going to have to live here all night until... What do I do about a flight? I've got no money to pay for an exchange of flight or anything until we get back to work in Amsterdam.
Okay, the only thing we'll do is free transfer you to tomorrow morning.
What do I do
You'll
tonight?
have to stay in the airport overnight.
It's been the worst day of my life.
No need to phone passport.
My mum died, do you know what I mean? The reason I'm here. The reason I'm stuck here and can't even get a flight.
Team leader Craig Mills is bemused.
Don't know what's going on with her. Didn't want to laugh because obviously her mum's died, you know what I mean? But it's just the way she reacted then, there's no need for it at all.
In Luton, Paul Kilbird is rumoured to have finally landed.
I'm a bit excited now. It's put an end to a long, long day. Really long day. Can't wait to see him now.
Here he comes now, look. He's right in front of us now.
Where have you been? God, I've been so worried about you. Oh, worried about you.
What's he crying for, eh?
I'm worried about you. What happened then?
Paul seems oblivious to the upset he's caused.
And the airport's been phoning and Easyjet, they've been really brilliant, Paul, you know. Letting us phone the airport and see where he was and everything. And I was just like panicking. I was like, something's happened to him because he wouldn't miss 2 flights, you know.
Mum, I've been out there for how long now? Is he still worried about that?
We're grounded anyway now. Got me through all this.
Oh, no.
What time did you get to bed eventually?
Good to meet you, mate.
Thanks very much.
No problem. How did you get on in the end?
Yeah, it's alright.
Where were you?
Oh, I just slept in, mate, that's all.
On the drink?
Yeah.
Celebrating. Oh,
Last
your mum's
night in
having
Europe
worried
there,
sick. We almost called out the police and everything.
Leo, I really, you've been a real star. Thanks.
Have a good trip back.
Oh!
Meanwhile, in Liverpool, Donna's still emotional.
Do you want to travel tomorrow morning? You need to just calm down.
I can't really calm down. Would you like to spend the night in Liverpool Airport with no money or anything?
Unfortunately, that's not my problem.
I've got no money to pay for an extra flight.
It's a free transfer because you turned up before the departure time. plane for tomorrow morning at 6:20. Check the local 2 hours before, okay?
Day before, Anna. So is there any particular place I can be?
Yeah, if you go up the escalators, and then if you go into departures, you can stay through there. We're transferred the free of charge onto the next one, which is lucky, or I don't know what she would have done if we told them she had to pay.
I had a bereavement in the family, so I got here on Boxing Day, and I've spent sort of just under 3 weeks at home. It's just like I just don't want to be here to sort of feel this way, and to get here and the plane still to be sitting there, and to be told you can't get on the plane. It's really made me feel quite sad. I can see the way they're doing it. To me, it reminds me of a bus, but there isn't going to be another one in half an hour for me.
As Donna's flight takes off, she settles down for a long, lonely night. Mr. Alford is still considering whether or not to take legal action against Easyjet. Tony and Bob spent the next day nursing their bruises, but have vowed to go back to the piste. And the next morning, Donna Nolan made it back to Amsterdam and is still a strong believer in scream therapy.
I'm not saying there's any...
Confrontation in Liverpool.
You're telling us now and it's too late.
It's not too... Well,
it's too late. We're waiting to board a flight.
Tears in Luton.
Oh no, you're really upset. Of course he's really upset.
And Jane plays Cupid.
If you're going to propose to someone, you should do it in a way that they'll never forget.